Hi, this is John and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're going to take a look at Frankenstein Undone. This is Dark Horse Comics. This is number 1 of 5, $3.99. Can you believe that's the price of a comic book these days? $4 for a comic book. This is from the world of Hellboy. I said I'm a complete Hellboy fanboy, so I get anything Mike Mignola and I get anything Hellboy related. So we'll look at the credits once we get inside. This is a new series. Now, the first 2 issues came out, and then I haven't heard any solicitations or anything on 3 or 4, so I don't know if it was canceled or if it's delayed. You know, COVID did a number on comic book publishing, so let's just hope that it's coming out. But I loved it anyway, so okay. I love Frankenstein. It's one of my favorite novels. It's a real page turner, unlike Dracula, which was a chore to get through. But Frankenstein, I could not put the book down. So let's take a look at the credits. We got Mike Mignola and Scott Alley. Now, what else can I say? I'm a complete Hellboy freak. I get anything Hellboy related. So, of course, I was going to pick this up. And I also love the novel Frankenstein. I love gothic horror. So this was just right up there. Art by Ben Steinbeck. I love this artwork. Colors. These colors, you're going to see. I'll point it out a few times. But they're very, very subtle and excellent. The letters... This is kind of mean to say, but the best lettering you don't really notice. You just read, you know. And I've always said my favorite letterer was John Workman, but these are very, very good, very competent. Cover by Ben Steinbeck, variant cover. I don't get the variants because it's just expensive enough to get comics, and now I'm going to start getting variants. But here's the indicia: Frankenstein Undone, January 2020. So as you can see, this came out a year ago. And it took a while to read because I always have a huge stack of back issues to read. And I was holding off on reading this until all 5 issues came out. And then I noticed that it's been there for a while, and issue 3 never came out. So I don't know if issue 3 is canceled or if it's delayed. So I said, I'm reading it. I gotta... It's on my spinner rack. And I'm always afraid comics are going to get damaged sitting on the spinner rack for too long. So this has been on the spinner rack for a year. So I wanted to make room for other comics. So there you go. So I read it. All right, there you go. All right, look at this. Like I said, the coloring. I wanted to point it out. I very rarely talk about the coloring in comics unless it's just egregiously bad, or you know. But the coloring in this is kind of nice. Kind of sort of look. You're in the snow and you got this light. So I just like the ship, this time period. I'd love any comic set in this time period. And like I said, this got everything I want. It's got Hellboy. I love Hellboy, and I love the Hellboy world. You know, Mike Mignola's imagination is just I don't know. I just feel like very, very in sync with it. It's got Frankenstein, and then it's set in this time period. I was gonna get this. So here we have here's the creature, and this is Dr. Frankenstein, and this is the end of the novel. This is the end of the Frankenstein novel. Spoiler alert for a 150-year-old book. Frankenstein leaves the doctor to the creature leaves Frankenstein. Frankenstein's the doctor. Frankenstein's monster is the monster. As of now, he doesn't have a name. To die on a ship, and that's it. He goes to the North Pole and gets off the ship. So now this is the continuing adventures of the creature. Just so good. So he's wandering around. And I love this. He meets a bear. And the bear sniffs him, doesn't recognize him as food, and he just stands still, and the bear just leaves him alone after a while, and he becomes friends with the bear. Look at the beautiful northern lights. I went to Iceland a couple of years ago. My wife surprised me with a trip to Iceland for my 50th birthday. And I always said I wanted to see the northern lights. So boom, she gifted me a trip to my for Iceland, and we went out on excursions at night to see the northern lights, and barely saw them. I was very disappointed, but it gives me an excuse to go there again. I loved Iceland. I loved Iceland. I really like it. We went to Iceland for Christmas 3 years ago. I loved it. So his bears fighting. This bear is starving, and look, no words. And I talk about storytelling a lot. You could see the storytelling. The creature is just like having peace with the bears, okay? And this... Oh, did it happen yet? No. Okay, this is just something sad. Oh, here it comes, this page. So the bear, he fights off the other bear, the bear that was going to attack them. And look at this. They go in it, and then they find a seal. So Frankenstein just uses his superior strength. Look at that poor little, cute little baby seal. Oops. Chomp. Nature, like I said to my wife when we watch nature documentaries, nature is vicious. You know, there's that cute little seal. And there he is eating. So he's just talking about how he's just finding peace with the birds and the beasts and, you know, and ice cracking and stuff like that. This is cool. I said, you know, I'm into like the gothic horror stuff. If you saw my video on Wolf and Batsy, I went berserk over that because that also pushed all my buttons. This looks something I might be interested in. I got to look at this. Count Crawley, Reluctant Midnight Monster Hunter. That looks pretty cool. I got to check that out. This is the first, you know, in this particular comic is the first time I've seen it. So I got to. This looks kind of interesting too. You know, the crone. So what is she, like some sort of like powerful witch fighter? I don't know. Witch who is a fighter, not witch fighter. You know, this looks pretty cool. I got to check this out. I don't know anything about this. And to be honest, I don't know who these creators are. And that's what ads do. They perk your interest. So that was a good ad. So there they are. And again, the coloring is subtle. I love this artwork. It suits this. Now, if this was the Fantastic Four or the Avengers, I might be a little disappointed because, you know, I want superhero art to match the superhero. But this is like gothic, supernatural storytelling, and it's just moody, and it works so well. See here, we find, look at that creature over here. Look at this creature. And it ate one of the bears, and Frankenstein, or the creature. I after years of people calling the monster Frankenstein, it stuck in my head, and I have to consciously remind myself that he is the creature. Frankenstein is the doctor. And look, he's got this. So this like Yeti, they fight, and it beats the crap out of Frankenstein. Just beats the utter crap out of him, and then drags him back. And he wakes up in this friendly old man's room, and he's helping him out. He's saying, you know, you don't have any people, I don't have any people, you know, you don't get to live here. And they're just talking about, like, he's punishing himself. You know, I killed everybody. He's living a life of regret. He's talking about if you read the Frankenstein novel, spoilers, the creature killed Elizabeth, Victor von Frankenstein's the bride. I shall be with you on your wedding night. You know, he killed all of his creator's friends, and you know, he's regretting it now. He's like, I can't believe what a monster I was. I don't deserve to live. You should have let me die. Why are you nursing me back to life? You know, because you have fresh heals, but these not these scars. You know, and this guy's talking to him. He's being friendly with him, which is something that he's being suspicious. Like, why are you being friendly with me? And at the same time, it's something that he longs for. You know, and he's just talking. He's like, I merely killed the father. I killed his friends. I killed his trusted friends. I killed his bride. I did horrible things. I don't deserve your mercy. And here he is, you know, just making his that's Victor. That's Victor Frankenstein, and he's just threatening him and scaring him. And he's like, look at me. This guy gave me life. You know, he was a jerk, but look what I chose to do with my life. He goes, I was given life, and I could have done all these wonderful things, and this is what I did. You know, he's ashamed of himself. You know, and I went through like these changing periods of like is Victor Frankenstein really the monster? Is the monster the monster? You know, and if you read the book, that's what's so wonderful about it. I think Victor's crime, the creator, the scientist, was his hubris. And then when he got obsessed, and then when he saw this ugly creature that if only he had embraced it, and like he would have, you know, created this superior but monstrous looking child, or whatever. Or was it the nature of coming back from the dead that made him evil? And over time, did like his soul develop? To me, that's like one of the explorations of the philosophies of the book Frankenstein. Do we need to nurture our own souls to grow humanity? Are we born good? you know, is it nature versus nurture? So many good things in this book, and I think a lot of explorations into the book Frankenstein kind of miss the point. That sounds like heady, like only I got it, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So here he is with this guy, and look, what do we see in the background? Look, what do we see in the background? He's starting to notice things. The creature. He's like, wait a minute, because the white one. Oh, wait, that was no polar bear, my friend. No. He's like, no polar bear. He's like, is that how I found myself? The beast that struck me down. He goes, at times I think I get the better of it. Others. So he's like, he's starting to realize this man transforms into this Yeti beast through this amulet. So it was you. You killed my friends. He's like, your people live, Frankenstein. But mine people are dead. So this is the city that he came from. And he's like, he's torn. He was kind to him, but at the same time he killed the polar bears. But he needed to live. He feeds, he goes hunting, and so he's back to being conflicted again. His monstrous nature is attacked, and then he goes outside and he's in this village. He's like, you could find peace here. He goes, because you could choose to go back to the polar bears, you could choose to go back to Europe, or you could choose to stay here. We're peaceful. And that's the end of the first issue. The second issue is even better. Third issue doesn't exist yet, so I'm wondering what's going on. Did it get canceled? Well, I don't know, but I really like this. The second issue I liked even more. I won't spoil the second issue, but even if number 3, 4, and 5 never come out, I thought this was really, really good. My only thing is, I can't believe it's $4 for a comic book. $4. That's why I like Alterna so much. But there you go. This was Frankenstein Undone. I loved it. It's like the continuing adventures of the creature after the novel. And Mignola gets it. Scott Alley gets it. They're doing a really good job. And I love everything about this. So thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's coming. And I'll see you soon with another showcase tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch my videos. I really, really appreciate it. And it's been fun. I've been getting a lot of new viewers, and I've been getting a lot of engagement in the comment section. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you, everybody. What a wonderful Christmas present. Bye-bye.